So the second method which we will be dealing in this population forecasting is geometric increase method. So we will be dealing with the second method, that is geometric increase method. This method is also known as compounding method. Now, this method also have one assumption. This method, this geometric increase method, see, I'll tell you why the name is geometric increase method. I'll tell you that, but first you should know that what is the assumption for geometric increase method. In this geometric increase method, the percentage rate of growth is assumed to be constant. What I said, the percentage rate of growth is assumed to be constant. While in arithmetic increase method, I was telling you that in that case, the rate of growth of population was constant, but here I am telling you the percentage increase in population is constant. So what we can assume, or basically the percentage rate of growth I can say, assumption is percentage rate of growth of population is assumed to be constant. Now how can I denote this? This percentage rate of growth is denoted by R. This is the R, which is the percentage rate of growth. And what is this rate of growth? dP by dt. So the percentage rate of growth means dP by dt into 1 by P. This is constant. Fine, and it is percentage, so you will multiply it by 100 because this is percentage. Percentage rate of growth, that is, we have already studied rate of growth is dP by dt, percentage rate of growth 1 by P into 100. Now, why the name geometric increase method is given, that I will explain you with the help of an example. But if somebody asks you regarding the assumption, remember in arithmetic increase method what was there? Rate of growth of population was assumed to be constant, but here percentage rate of growth, the percentage with basically that percentage in which the growth is occurring, that percentage rate with which the growth is occurring, that is assumed to be constant. It is an assumption which is being taken, right? This is clear. Now I haven't erased that example, I have taken the similar example, but now what I'll do, in previous example you calculated the increase in population, but here I'll calculate R, that is the percentage rate of increase in population. I'll erase this. So I will calculate R. How you will calculate R, that I will tell you now. See. Oh, I shouldn't have erased it completely. Okay, fine. Let us suppose R1, I have to calculate percentage rate of increase. How much was the increase? 50 minus 20, that is 30. 30 was the increase. With respect to what? With respect to the initial population, that is 20. So 30 by 20 into 100. How much it will come? This will be what? How much? It will be 1.5 into 100, that is 150% per decade. Fine. Similarly, if you will see here, R2. What was the increase? I have calculated already 18, and with respect to what? 50, it was 18, so 18 by 50 into 100. Similarly, you can calculate here R3, that is 79 minus 68. So you got what you got here, it's 11 with respect to what? 68 into 100, because we are calculating percentage rate of growth. Similarly, R4, it is 92 minus 79 divided by 79 into 100. So let us calculate the value of all these 4 percentage rate of growth. Fine, I'll calculate the values. 1800 divided by 50, it comes out to be 36%. Then here comes out to be 11 divided by 68 into 100. So this is 16.176%. Then it's 92 minus 79, that is 13 into 100 divided by 79, that is 16.456%. So you calculated the percentage rate of growth for every decade, that is from 1970 to 1980, what was the percentage rate of growth, from 1980 to 1990, what was the percentage rate of growth, you calculated it. Now just relate with arithmetic increase method. In arithmetic increase method, what you were doing, you calculated x bar, which was the average increase in population, and you calculated increase in population of all 4 and you divided by 4, that is the number of decades with the help of which you got the average increase in population. Here also I need to calculate R, or you can call it as, there you called it as x bar, here you can call it as R bar also, no issues. You can name it as R also, or you can name it as R bar. Now the question comes, how will I calculate this R bar? Fine, how will I calculate this R bar? There are various methods with the help of which you can calculate this R bar. This thing you have to know, one thing. Second thing, I have asked you the population in 2020, which you have to tell me. How will you do? Just see now. Suppose, here also I will derive it, that at t is equal to t naught, first I will take at t is equal to 0. Fine. At the last known time, the population p was P naught. Now here at time t is equal to t1, you have p1 population. And now what will be this p1 value? Obviously ma'am, you will say there will be p naught plus x bar. Wrong. Here I am not taking average increase in population, here I am taking percentage rate of growth of population. So you won't be writing it here x bar, it will be a blunder. This is a geometric increase method, and I told you that percentage rate of growth of population is assumed to be constant. Fine. So that means we will compounding this R. That means P naught will be there, you would have seen like compound interest, you can relate it from there. P naught will be there, fine, and then what you will be doing? You will be adding R P naught into 1. This is 1 is for the number of decades, fine. So R into P naught into 1. So what you will get it here? P1 is equal to P naught 1 plus R. Now similarly you can do it for T2. At T is equal to T2, you got P2 was how much? P1, P1 population was there, plus R times P1 into 1. Why? Because see, that time what I told you in arithmetic, that initial population will be there, plus x population will also be added, x bar population, which was average increase in population. Here I am telling you this R, or you can tell it R bar. This is the value which we haven't calculated. I will tell you how to calculate. You can tell it as R bar or R, anything you can denote it by. So what will happen? You will calculate this P1, but you will add R times of P1 also. So this will become how much? It will become P1 1 plus R. And what you will write in place of P1? You will write P naught 1 plus R. So this will be P naught 1 plus R into 1 plus R will make P naught 1 plus R square. Now similarly, at T is equal to Tn, that is N is the number of design years. Like if you are talking about source, design years is was 50 years. If you are talking about water treatment units, design years is 15 years. So, this n is number of design years, and here it is number of decades for which it is to be designed. So, now here what you will write, Pn population at n number of decades, it will be Pn minus 1 plus R times Pn minus 1. Now, I want to write this Pn minus 1 in terms of R. So, how can I write? You have seen it here. When you wanted to write P2 in terms of P0, it was P0 1 plus R square. Similarly, if you want to write Pn minus 1, you can write it as P0 1 plus R n minus 1 into 1 plus R. So, from here, if you solve this expression, what you will get, Pn is equal to P0 1 plus R to the power n. This is the expression which you will be getting, where Pn is population after n decades, same, and P0 was the last population or the present population as per the latest record census, n was the number of decades. Fine. Now, what is R? You got this much, and if somebody asks you why there is a need to basically write R P0 into T, or basically here time is 1 decade, so it's into 1, I haven't mentioned everywhere, you assume it to be 1 because it is 1. Fine. Now, if you want to calculate P1, you have to add initial population plus I said percentage rate of growth. So, R P0 into 1, right. So, now my main motive, I have to calculate R, that is percentage rate of growth. There are various methods which with the help of which you can calculate R. So, R can be calculated by first is arithmetic mean method, and second one is geometric mean method. Now, what is the formula that we will see? I will bring different color pen so that it will be good in visualizing purpose also. Fine. Now, we will be calculating R based on two different methods. Remember, the method we studied initially was arithmetic increase method, and arithmetic mean method is the method to find out the value of R. Both things are different, don't get confused. So, now this value of R can be calculated as R1 plus R2 up to Rn divided by n. So, you will calculate R. Similarly, if it has been asked from geometrical mean method, geometric increase method is a method to forecast the population, while geometric mean method with the help of which you will calculate the value of R. Both things are different. So, here you will calculate R by R1 into R2 into R3, this is an into, up to Rn to the power 1 by n. This n is this n. Basically, this n we say number of rates also, so that you don't get confused, and here this n was the number of decades. This n was number of decades. Fine. So, you can calculate R from this method, this method. Fine. Generally, as per the IS code, we prefer, if it hasn't been mentioned, see, if it has been mentioned in the question that you have to calculate R by arithmetic mean method, go with arithmetic mean method, no issues. But if it hasn't been mentioned in the question how to calculate the value of R, you will take this one. Fine. With this geometric mean method, you will calculate the value of R. And as per code, also we will take this value. Now, these are two methods. The third one is, see, here in this problem, you got so many datas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 datas you got. But let us suppose you have only 2 datas. Fine. If you have only 2 datas, then how can you calculate the value of R? Simple. Let us suppose you have been given only 2 datas. So what you will do? You know, let us suppose P2 and this one is P1. You know that P2 is equal to P1 1 plus R to the power n, or let us suppose this is Pn, which you have derived it only, and this is P0. You have been given this data. You have been given only 2 datas and you have to calculate this whole population forecasting by geometric increase method. What you will do? You will calculate the value of R by Pn upon P0 to the power n minus 1. So, with the help of this equation, you will calculate the value of R. Fine. So, this is also a method, but if the data is not like we have been given 4-5 datas, but here the datas were not given so in so much quantities. Fine. So, what you did? You were knowing Pn, you were knowing P0, you were knowing that 2 populations, you divided it whole to the power n minus 1. Basically, root of whole to the power n. Fine. You got this R. Fine. So, these 3 methods you can apply. If it is not given, you will use geometric mean method. And the reason, see, in field what happens if you will ask me arithmetic increase mean, this arithmetic mean method, sorry, if this is arithmetic mean method and geometric mean method, out of these 2 methods, the value of R comes out to be more in case of arithmetic mean method. The value of R, I am telling you, the value of R comes out to be more for arithmetic mean method, while it comes out to be comparatively less than arithmetic mean method in case of geometric mean method. Actually, we should use geometric mean method to calculate R, but just for your information I am telling you, in practical purposes, in fields and all, engineers use arithmetic mean method to calculate R to be on the safer side, because you will get a larger value of R, and if you will get the larger value of R, you will get a larger value of Pn. Fine. So, with the help of you will get a larger value of Pn, so you can calculate, basically you will design the service life of everything, you can design it accordingly. Fine. So, these were the things which you should know for geometric increase method, and I told you that R can be calculated like this. So, let us calculate R for this equation. We will calculate R for this equation. What is R? We will do it by geometric increase method, okay. R1, R2, R3, R4 into whole to the power of 1 by 4. Fine. So, we will solve this. 150 into 36 into 16.176 into 16.456. So, and whole to the power 1 by 4. So, R comes out to be 34.625% per decade. So, this value, what you will do? You will substitute in that equation, Pn is equal to P0 1 plus R to the power n. Now, let us suppose I will take a larger value, like let us suppose you want to know the population in 2040. I am interested in knowing the population at 2040. So, population at 2040 will be population in 2010, 1 plus R, difference is 30 years, that is 3 decades. So, what you will do? Population in 2010, 92 lakhs, 1 plus R is how much? 34.625. So, what you will do? We will divide it by 100 here to the power 3. So, we will solve this, divided by 100 plus 1 cube into 92. So what we are getting? 224.5 lakhs will be the population in 2040. Fine. 224.5 lakhs will be the population in 2040. How you calculated R? Similarly. Now let us, what I gave you the statement, let us check also. R I will calculate by arithmetic method. R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus R4 divided by 4. So I will do it here. What was R1? 150 plus 36, 16.176 plus 16.456. It was coming to be 218.632 divided by 4. So this is 54.658 percentage per decade. So now we will do the same thing. Only thing which you will do is, in place of putting 34.625, you will put 54.658. So your, what you will get? 92 1 plus 54.658 divided by 100 to the cube. In this case, you will get 340.34 lakhs. This will be the value of population. So what I told you, that generally we do it by R calculated by geometric mean method, but in actual, in the field, they calculated by arithmetic mean method to be on the safer side. And I told you also, you saw it also, that by arithmetic mean method, if you calculate R, you will get a greater value of population by geometric increase method. Now one thing more. Here, you calculated this R, you calculated this R. One thing, this R value, if you will put it in percentage form, then you will divide it by 100, because here it is 1. Or you can find, and if you are putting it here 100 plus R, then you will put R in percentage. Fine, so don't get confused. If I am writing 1 plus R, R is the percentage rate of growth. Fine, and if I can write it like 1 plus R by 100, so here I will be putting R in percentage. This R is the percentage. Similarly, this thing I have converted by 100. Fine, this percentage I have divided by 100 and I calculated it. So there is no issue. In this Pn is P0 1 plus R, R is the percentage, R is in percentage. Remember this. Don't do like 1 plus, many of you, I don't know, you do like this, 1 plus 34.625. No, it is in percentage. So you divide it by 100 and then solve it, right? So this silly mistakes, please don't do it. Now, one more thing, as I told you, why it is known as geometric increase method, because the population is varying geometrically. That is the reason we say that this is known as geometrical increase method. Fine, I haven't told you like why we use this method for which type of population and all, that I will tell you. I will relate all these three: arithmetic increase, geometric increase and one more method. So I guess first this geometric increase method is clear to you. Remember, if it is not specified, I am telling you again, used geometric mean method to calculate R. One thing I am telling you again, please don't forget, arithmetic mean method is a method to calculate R, while arithmetic increase method is a method for population forecasting. There is a difference between the two. Remember that, right? So we will solve questions on this and then we will move to the third method.